All right, it's time to talk about my home state, New York, one of the best regionals every year. On the boys' side, the top 7 finishers were split by just 5 seconds in a really tight finish, led by Ty Brownlaw's 15:42 out of Liverpool, defending state champion, Class A. Now, on the individual side, guys qualifying to go to Portland next week, you have Nathan Lawler, Kevin Mosier, Paul Dillinger, Silas Durfel, and Noah Carey. First man out, Ryan Gallagher's have his fingers crossed for Kevin Mosier in these next couple hours, and here's why. On the team side, Kevin Mosier is running for Corning. They're the favorites coming into the meet. We knew it was going to be tight between them, Liverpool, and Fayetteville Manlius, but Corning has head-to-head wins against all those teams. They beat FM at the pre-state meet back in September, and they've beaten Liverpool at the McQuaid Invitational and at New York State Champs 2 weeks ago. FM, where have they been? It's been about 21 days since they've raced because on November 5th, they got knocked out of their section championships by Liverpool, but they come back, they just know what to do, and that is perform in championship season, and they win the whole meet against teams who've been racing the entire month. FM, just a really tight pack. They took control of the race and never looked back, and they only ran with 6 guys. They didn't even need 7 runners, and their 6th runner displaced scorers on all the other teams in this race. Liverpool is really good in their top 3, a little lack of depth in the 4 and 5, but when you talk about the best 1-2-3 punch in the nation, American Fork always comes up. Brentwood is there, and Liverpool has to be a part of that conversation. At the New York State meet in the Class A division, it's only 9 teams. They went 1, 4, and 11. Now let's expand that out to the NXN Regional, where there's 27 teams, 3 times as many athletes in this race. And what they do, instead of 1-4-11 from 2 weeks ago, they went 1-3-9. Their top 3 just had monster performances, 3 guys scoring single digits. That helped make up for the lack of depth in the 4 and 5. They finished 2nd, get that auto bid to NXN. Now Corning, they were in a tough spot after such a great season. At the halfway point in the race, they were actually sitting 4th. Watkins Glen was 1 step up, a few points ahead of them. You may have heard of Watkins. They're a smaller division team in New York. Same section as Corning. They won their division, the Manhattan Invitational. They won their class in New York State meet, and last weekend they won the all-classification New York Federation meet. So they're a team to watch. They're actually sitting ahead of Corning, but in the second half of the race, Corning recovers well, does what they need to do, finish 3rd, just 5 points ahead of Watkins Glen. And that's exactly where Corning needs to be, because if any team in New York was going to finish 3rd and have a chance to get a wild card selection, it was those boys from Corning. So Ryan Gallagher is sitting first man out. He's keeping his fingers crossed for those Corning guys, because if they go, Kevin Mosier gets bumped up, and he gets an individual spot for NXN. Now, what are Corning's chances at a wild card bid? Stay tuned for more details later on which teams have the best shot.